Welcome everyone to the CRIF Asia studio. I'm Giacomo De Innocenti. I'm the head of strategy for CRIF Asia, and together with me we have Bart.
Hello everyone, my name is Pat. I'm the Regional Product Manager of Business Information Offerings at CRIF Asia.
Thank you, Bart. Okay, so let's start with the juicy part and understanding what are we going to talk today about this unraveling that you might have heard in our socials. We're going to launch a new product that will change the way you search for company data. But let's do a step back. Let's understand what is searching for company report today. Today you can do it in one simple way, which is sending an email to a customer support. This process is still very inefficient, very tedious, quite tedious. It requires multiple interaction with the customer support and a process that is not efficient at all. Let's make a simple example so everyone can relate and can understand the process. I am the head of procurement, and today at the coffee machine, my CEO talked me about this cleaning service international company that has a tremendous cleaning services that we should actually join, and we should switch the current existing provider. They have very good customer base, very good customer feedback, so we actually should move to them. As a head of procurement, I will go back to my desk and send an email to the customer support. Opening the email, asking, please, can you send me the report about this cleaning service international? The customer support, after 15-20 minutes, will send me an email asking, okay, but which country do you need? And after another 15 minutes, after you have responded Singapore, they will ask you, hey, sorry, we have found many different companies that have that alias, that name. So we will go back to your CEO, ask for more details, the address, the company ID, and then again, another 15 minutes for getting the product. Which product do you need? Is it a light report, a full report with the financials, a compliance report, a fresh investigations? So you select which product you need, and then another 15 minutes for the quotation. So you see how the process takes several hours, several interactions. It's human-based, but it's tedious. The second way to ask for a company data report is through what we call a Google-style research. So basically you access a platform, a digital platform, and the process is more efficient because you're autonomous, but you still have to input a lot of information. The company name, the ID, the address, and then select the company out of the long list that the system provides you, and then select the product, which you have no clue of. I mean, you might have a clue, but there is no one that can help you to understand which one is the right one for you. And then if you're not a subscriber, you need to pay. So you see how the process, it's still composed of multiple steps, and we move from hours to minutes. So what we want to do today launches this new product. It's moving the company data research from hours to seconds, reinventing the way you access company data. The way we're going to do it is through the new CRIF AI agent, which I'm going to show you're going to love it for several reasons. Let me guide you through. So as we said, you're going to have a next generation customer support. We are combining the human touch of a customer support that is helping you through the email with the efficiency of a digital platform that is available 24/7. You remember last time you had an interaction with the chatbot of your insurance provider or your ride-hailing provider? Well, I remember. It was a nightmare. And the CRIF AI agent is not a chatbot. It's an agent that helps you like a human, but with efficiency of a machine. So you can make all the questions and be sure that you will have a response that sounds like a human. Ask anything. What are the information available in the light report? What are the information available in the full report? What is the best report that I should get to satisfy my use case? How many days do I need to wait for a fresh investigation, and so on. Be sure that you will have an answer in a matter of seconds. No more waiting for emails that take minutes and minutes. But the conversational approach doesn't stop at the research. It will also follow you during the discovery. Our reports are fantastic, very comprehensive, full of information, insightful, but they're very long. We're talking about documents that could be 30, 40, 50 pages. So it requires a lot of time to go through it. With the AI agent, you have the chance to ask a single question and receive a piece of information that you need in a specific context. So no more going through the PDF and scanning the information you need, but just make the question, you get an answer in seconds. And it's not just a value information extractor. You have an expert. You have a genius that is on your side 24/7. Ask anything. Ask all the, be creative with the question that you can make. Ask for advices. You will be sure that the AI agent will give you an answer that it's based on the data that are available on the report. Now you might wonder, but why instead of using the CRIF AI agent, I can just copy and paste the report on the GPT that I'm currently using? Well, first, for two reasons. One is because the CRIF AI agent, it's integrated in the digital platform that you're using to pulling out the company data. And the second one, it's because it's guardrailed. Guardrail means that we invested a lot to make sure that the AI model will not go beyond whatever the information are available in the report. No more fabricated information, no more fake fiction. We want to be sure that the answer you get are 100% trustable. Based on trusted data, you will get a verified answer. But I've been talking a lot, so I will leave the word to Part for having a demo with a real product. So Part, over to you.
Thanks, Giacomo. Our AI agent is powerful and thoughtfully designed to transform the way you discover, analyze, and act on the company insights. We've heard a lot from Giacomo, but let's go and meet the AI agent. So, this is how our agent looks. In order to search for a country, of course, your company, you're gonna need the company name. I'm gonna write search for PT Astra International without the country, please remember. I'm going for it. And as a good agent, it's asking me, what's the country? I'm going to write Indonesia. Here we go. And boom, in just a matter of seconds, we have the list of companies that are matching the name that I entered at the first. We see PT Astra International, we see PT Astra International TBK, everything matches with what I entered. We also see there are certain more examples over here. We see everything which is matching PT Astra International. Now let's say from the address this is mentioned, I want to select the third one. This is my company. I'm choosing it. And it goes, fetches the report that I'm eligible to buy. So remember the customer support experience that Giacomo was mentioning, it's quite seamless. You get to know the cert, you get to know the company, you get to know the products everywhere, everything at the same time. Let me close this. Here you can see when was the information of this company last updated. If you still want to go through an online report, you can buy it. You can see the samples of the company that you can see the samples of the report that you want to buy. Let us say I'm going to choose Indonesia full report, which I'm going to get at a normal speed of 4 days. It asks for a confirmation. Do I still want to purchase? I'm going to change my mind. I don't want it. I don't want it. I changed my mind. That's what I'm going to write here. And no hassle with the conversation with customer support. It simply says, no problem, tell me if you need anything else. Okay, let's search for another company. I'm going to write search CRIF in Singapore. Here we go. In just a matter of seconds, it again gives us the two companies that have CRIF in its name. One, of course, CRIF PT, the other one, CRIF Biz Insights. Let's say I want to go with CRIF Biz Insights. I'm choosing the company, and again, as before, it is going to show me all the products that are available for me to purchase. I'm going to choose the Singapore Investigated Custom Reports, which is again for the 5 days. again for the confirmation, and I purchase the report. After giving the confirmation, it now goes back to our CRM. It checks if I have enough credits to purchase this report, and then it gives us the confirmation of the order. It gives us the order number, the status, and the order date. Remember, order date is important because from this date, you'll know how many days after it you're gonna get the report. Now, you can just close the screen, go away, come back later, and check what's the status of the order. Now, let me ask, what's the status, or when will it be delivered? When will it be delivered? I know the information is right on the screen, but this is an example where I'm coming after 2 to 3 days back. And it says it is going to be available in between 26th to 38th of June. That's the calculation it makes. No more interaction with customer supports, everything at your service. Now, the moment the order is placed, you will be getting an email confirmation of the report. Also, when the report is generated, when it is ready to be delivered, at the same time, you'll also get an email. I have an email with me ready. This is how you are gonna get it. And on the email, you're gonna see Start the Analysis button. Let me click on it. And after clicking the Analysis button, it opens up another conversation. Until now, what we saw was the conversation of buying a report. Now what we are seeing on the screen, let me switch this off, is after the delivery of the report. So on the right side, it's the traditional way, the traditional PDF that you usually get of the company information. You can go have a look on it, but we are not interested in it. It's the old way. I'm going to close this. You can see already some questions being suggested by the AI that it thinks you might be interested in. But let's see, let's go and ask some questions of our own. Let's start with something really simple, straightforward. Where is this company located, for example? Where is this company located? And I've sent it for answer. Until then, let me show. It is located in Arc 380, Jalan Bazar, Singapore. And again, zooming back in, you see, that's the answer, even highlighted. That's the kind of accuracy you can get. Let's try something more. List the shareholders. Again, let me go find the shareholders section over in the report. Here, you can see over here, there's one shareholder, CRIF Asia, which has all the 100% share of the company, and that's exactly the information being highlighted in the answer. So the guardrails that Giacomo was mentioning, you see, it's crisp information, exact information. Everything comes from the report, nothing comes on its own. Now, let's get a bit more creative with the questions. Give me the financials in a tabular form. Okay. What it does now in the background is it is going to go to the chunk of information of the PDF, find the financials, understand the financials, convert them into the tabular format that I've asked for, and then present it to us. In the meantime, let me go and check the financials over here. We have 3 years of financials in the report, and here that's what we have also on the report. We have the balance sheet information, we have the profit and loss information, we have the ratios. Everything comes from the report. Nothing comes on its own. Now, this was just transformation of data. Now let's do a situational question. Remember the services that Giacomo was mentioning? I'm going to provide those services. So I want to provide services to this company. Is 3-month payment term safe? And here we go. What it's going to do? Again, go to the report, understand the financial information, suggest to you. We are going now on the CRIF score section over here. You can see the section, you can see the score over here. You can see the information that is present on the screen. I'm going to close this. You see, the answer it gives, it's quite descriptive, but to the point. It highlights the score, it highlights the risk. It tells you that the payment term is going to be satisfactory, but it's not just that. On satisfactory, it also tells you why it is satisfactory. It tells you that there are no obstacles in collecting the receivables from the customers. That means the payment term of three months, it's gonna be safe. Just one more example before I go back to Giacomo. How has the company financials, company revenue compositions changed over the year? That's an interesting question. How has the company revenue composition changed in recent years? And here we go. Now this, remember, is quite tricky question. It needs to understand the financials. It needs to answer based on my question. And here you go. It highlights the information according to the percentage on individual composition. It also highlights the increase in terms of revenue in percentages year on year. That's amazing, right? Now, that's all from the demo. We would love for you to try our AI agent. It's going to be your smarter and faster way for business insights. Thank you so much. Over to you, Giacomo.
Thank you very much, Part. Very, very insightful. So let's recap before we move on some practical things that I want to communicate with you to the reason why you're going to love the CRIF AI agent. We said because you're going to have a human touch that will be behind, and with the efficiency of a machine behind all the customer support that you will have during the research phase, but also conversational approach during the discovery phase that will help you to navigate the PDF, being sure that you have a seasoned analyst at your side anytime, 24/7. And the answer you're gonna get are gonna be all guardrailed, so 100% verified based on verified data. So now the question you might have is, when is this going to be available? So for the one from the one of you that are connected from Singapore and Indonesia, the AI agent is going to be available today. And the good news are not over. We are going to give a free trial to all the person that are going to register using the QR code that you see on my right. So for Singapore, there is one, and Indonesia another one. So let me conclude with one final thought. You saw the potential of the AI. We want you to use the CRIF AI agent as much as you can. Start making smart questions, get fast answers, start using the company data in a smart way, because the CRIF AI agent is here. Now it's up to you how you're going to leverage on it. So thank you very much. We hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.